and welcome to Clevi News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. First, the headlines. Policeman's wife crying at husband's memorial service, arrested for allegedly hiring hitmen that killed him. Tension in Lagos as DSS discovers 47 pump action rivals in Ubasa, CSO's office. 2 suspected killers of Anambra lawmaker escape from police custody. I am Imefonokun with this and more. A group of First Bank pensioners in the Southwest region staged a protest at the bank's regional office in Ibadan, expressing their dissatisfaction with their poor welfare and medical allowances. The pensioners alleged that the bank's management had diverted 300 billion naira from the pension fund meant for the workers. Clavius Florence Joshua brings us details.
The bank has diverted 300 billion pensioners trust fund. Yes. It is sad for us, and we took the matter to court. We employed Femi Falana, but I make bold to say that Femi Falana is serving God and Mammon. I've spoken to him many times. He has only appeared in court on our case once in about 4 years. The excuse is that the court is on recess. When the court resumes, I will get a date, and that is why we are still where we are.
In a surprising turn of events, the pensioners accused human rights lawyer Femi Falana of being complicit in the case. This accusation raises concerns about who will advocate for the rights of the common man. The pensioners are demanding a review of their monthly pension, which currently stands at 15,000 naira, and their annual medical insurance, which is 30,000 naira.
Fear of retirees of First Bank. The bank has neglected all the necessary things, all our requests over years. It is sad to note that 80% of First Bank retirees are earning pension of 15,000 naira a month. Our people are dying in droves. A lot of our people cannot even meet their hospital bills. As I'm talking to you now, a lot of people are on their bedridden.
The pensioners argue that these amounts are insufficient to cover their living expenses and medical needs. The protest highlights the ongoing struggles of pensioners in Nigeria, who often face challenges in accessing their benefits and receiving adequate support.
Our pending demand before the First Bank management now is that we are demanding, requesting for a minimum pension of 350,000 naira and a annual medical allowance of 500,000 naira.
No, we don't have the power to make any categorical statement here until we get to the management and they get back to us and we convey to you.
The accusation against Femi Falana, a prominent human rights lawyer, has sparked concerns about advocating for the rights of the common man in Nigeria. The pensioners' demand for a review of their pension package and medical insurance has yet to be addressed by the bank's management or the relevant authorities.
As part of effort to strengthen public health systems and combat disease outbreaks such as Ebola and COVID-19 among others, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has taken a major step in strengthening health security across the region with the establishment of the Technical Advisory Council for the ECOWAS Regional Center for Surveillance and Disease Control. Clevi News correspondents report that the 2-day workshop, which brought together key stakeholders, public health experts and community leaders to discuss the formation and objectives of the TAC, aims at enhancing disease surveillance, emergency preparedness, and coordinated response to public health threats in the West African region. According to statistics, the 2024 annual report of the ECOWAS Regional Center for Disease Surveillance and Control identified 67 new outbreaks of emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases within the region, which represent an increase of 31.37% compared to 2023. Africa's healthcare system has continued to face numerous challenges, from inadequate infrastructure and shortages of skilled professionals to limited access to essential medical services. While progress has been made in expanding healthcare coverage, many countries still struggling with fragile systems are unable to respond effectively to disease outbreaks and other public health emergencies. The continent bears the highest global burden of public health crises, with over 100 major health emergencies reported annually. Recognizing these challenges, governments in Africa and regional bodies like ECOWAS have intensified efforts to strengthen health security.
Accordingly, the Authority of Heads of States and Government of ECOWAS created the Regional Center for Surveillance and Disease Control with the mandate to identify, assess, and report current and emerging threats posed to human health by diseases and prepare appropriate responses.
Our mission as an organization is to enhance preparedness, response capabilities, strengthen healthcare systems, and ensure the people of Africa receive the support they need, not what we perceive. The support they need as countries. That is very critical on our side. And mitigate the impact of public health emergencies. Let me wish everyone well in this workshop. I'm very confident that this meeting is going to change the dynamics of surveillance, preparedness, and response.
Primary health care are part of the universal health coverage, and we need guidance. So, as regional director, this council will be one of the tools that we will be using to make sure the decision that we are taking, the action we are taking, all the activity we are implementing is addressing the real needs of our member states, of our people.
Declaring the workshop opened, the representative of the Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Jide Idris, urged the ECOWAS member states to adopt a unified approach, leveraging on policies and initiatives to build a resilient regional health system capable of responding effectively to public health challenges.
Our collective experiences remind us that our resilience depends on the strength of our shared systems, mutual trust, and our capacity for rapid, coordinated action.
It is expected that the establishment of the Technical Advisory Council will be vital in strengthening Africa's ability to detect and respond to multiple health threats. The federal government, through the Ministry of Steel Development, has taken steps towards the enhancement of economic diversification and sustainable growth in collaboration with development partners and international donor agencies operating in Nigeria. Recognizing the crucial role that development partners and international donor agencies play in supporting key sectors such as infrastructure development, skills training, and technological advancement, the Minister of Steel Development, Prince Shaibu Abubakar Audu, said the initiative is aimed at unlocking the full potential of Nigeria's steel sector, driving economic diversification, job creation, and sustainable development. News correspondent has the details. At a meeting with the development partners and international donor agencies on Tuesday in Abuja, the Minister of Steel Development, Shaibu Audu, said supporting the revitalization of key steel assets and infrastructure, investing in capacity development, and championing regulatory and trade reforms through the partners will contribute to a cause that is not only about industrial progress but national rejuvenation. Similarly, the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Chris Osa, reiterated the ministry's need for prospective partners who will help to address the daunting tasks facing the sector.
Your partnership can accelerate the modernization of our steel assets, build the required infrastructure, empower our workforce with the skills of tomorrow, and fortify the regulatory frameworks that will underpin our industry's growth. Together, we have the opportunity to create a legacy of sustainable development, job creation, and industrial innovation that will resonate across generations.
The ministry was also created with the mandate of ensuring collaboration with other sectors such as energy and transportation to ensure sustainable development. And all of this will be through a collaborative approach.
While pledging their support for the steel sector, some of the donor partners said revamping the steel sector will attract foreign exchange for the economy.
And with the issue of the resuscitation that we are looking at, we are also interested, especially in some of the critical industries that are there. We are interested in the issue of the coking coal plant. If it can be there, it can help that Nigeria can begin to enhance value on the coal that we are about to be exporting. Instead of exporting local, we can be using the industry to have a coking coal that will give us at least over 300% return than the value of the coal.
We have very good experience and capacity when it comes to technical assistance to national entities within the country. We'll be very much pleased. My resident representative, Ms. Elsie, is highly interested in this sector, especially for job creations for young people, SMEs within the value chain and the ecosystem. So, Honorable Minister, just to give you a commitment as UNDP that we will be available to partner in every area in terms of opportunities that we need to partner.
As you are aware, Australia has some amazing steel works and production, so there are, I think, some synergies around technical assistance and technology advancements that may benefit Nigeria. So I'm very keen to explore what that might look like.
According to the minister, effective collaboration will create the opportunity for a sustainable legacy of development, job creation, and industrial innovation that will resonate across generations. A workshop on gender-responsive planning and budgeting organized by Plan International Nigeria in collaboration with the UN Women Nigeria, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Women Affairs has been held in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. The workshop brought together stakeholders from various government ministries, departments and agencies, as well as civil society organizations and development partners. Clayview's Florence Joshua, who was at the event, brings us details.
Gender-responsive planning and budgeting has been identified as a critical element in ensuring that the needs of women and girls are prioritized in the allocation of resources. In his opening remarks, the Country Director of Plan International Nigeria, Cso'S, emphasized the importance of gender-responsive planning and budgeting in promoting gender equality and empowering women and the girl child.
The budget is the most important economic instrument that is used to transform the lives of any population. In Nigeria, our budget is our most important document that actually tells or reveals the intent of how government chooses to spend our collective resources. That's the first thing. In that sense, it means that everybody is a party to this budget. Everybody should benefit from this budget. What we found out over time is that certain groups of the population do not enjoy from this budget, which is supposed to be a collective package for all of us. And the groups that do not really enjoy and benefit from this budget mostly are women and girls, and particularly people who live with some disability. And that is a problem for us. So this period, we said, why not we spend time looking at how we develop budgets? And when we look at how the budgets are developed and prepared, we wanted to find out who benefits from the allocations that are made. And that's why this workshop is important, because then we're looking at who are the people who benefit mostly from the provisions put in the budget, and how do we ensure that everybody benefits. This is some form of equality, ensuring that everybody has the same access to the budget and everybody feels entitled and feels like they have benefited from our collective resources. That's the reason for this exercise.
The workshop provides a platform for participants to share experiences, highlight challenges and best practices in implementing gender-responsive planning and budgeting. The event featured presentations and discussions on key issues on gender analysis, budgeting, monitoring, and evaluation.
Institutionalizing the issues concerning gender is something that has become an intentional thing in the ministry in terms of curriculum, in terms of policy. The national policy on health for education is being reviewed and is very intentional about addressing issues concerning gender. It's very intentional about addressing disparities in terms of accessing information, so that you have a desk where young girls can go and access information, private information concerning their reproductive health. Those are things that are being addressed. And when these things are provided, of course, any young girl will want to stay in school. Even those that are not in school will be willing and yearning to be in school.
Stakeholders commended Plan International Nigeria and its partners for the initiative, while emphasizing the government's commitment to promoting gender equality and empowering women and girls. The workshop was facilitated by experts from UN Women Nigeria, who provided technical guidance and support to participants. The workshop is a significant step towards promoting gender equality and empowering women and girls in Nigeria. It further demonstrates the commitment of Plan International Nigeria and its partners to supporting the government's effort in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, particularly Goal 5 on gender equality. Florence Joshua reporting for Clearview News Desk.
Today, Clearview beams its spotlight on the profile of Professor Saleh Abdullahi Usman, the executive chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria.
Professor Abdullahi Saleh Usman is an accomplished academician and seasoned administrator whose career has been marked by a blend of scholarly excellence and public service. He holds a bachelor's degree from the prestigious University of Medina, a master's degree in Islamic studies from Peshawar University, Pakistan, and a doctorate in Islamic studies from Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto. He was the chairman of the Kano State Pilgrims Welfare Board from 2019 to 2023, where he served a 4-year term, overseeing several transformative initiatives aimed at enhancing Hajj operations and expanding the board's outreach. Professor Usman has also served in various capacities, including Dean of the Faculty of Humanities at Al-Qalam University, Katsina, and as a visiting lecturer at Al-Wafaq International University College, Ghana. In addition to his academic credentials, Professor Usman is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Local Government and Public Administration of Nigeria and has served in advisory capacities on numerous state commissions. His expertise spans project management, strategic planning, and organizational leadership. He was confirmed by the National Assembly as the 6th Executive Chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, on October 10, 2024, following his appointment by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Clearview News Desk celebrates Professor Saleh Usman's significant contributions to the Islamic Scholarship Board and public service as they continue to inspire and impact many in Nigeria and beyond. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.
Operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, have reportedly seized a cache of pump action rifles in the office of the Chief Security Officer to Mudashiru Obasa, the State Speaker of the State House of Assembly. A member of the Assembly said the pump action rifles were discovered during a routine sweeping exercise, adding that live cartridges were also found. Meanwhile, journalists have contacted Obasa for his reaction. However, an associate of the former speaker described the alleged rumor as a smear campaign to prevent Obasa from returning to his office. Obasa is insisting that his removal as speaker was illegal and stating that he remains the state's number 3 citizen. Meanwhile, 2 suspects linked to the murder of the late member representing Onitsha 1 constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Justice Asuka, have reportedly escaped from police custody. The police public relations officer of the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, made this known in a statement issued on Tuesday in Awka, the state capital. Recall that early this month, the lifeless body of Asuka was found on the second Niger bridge after he was abducted and attacked by the gunmen on Christmas Eve as he made his way home for the festivities. Ikenga, speaking on Tuesday, said the Commissioner of Police, upon receiving the report of the suspect escape, immediately mobilized human, operational, and intelligence assets to ensure the rearrest of the fleeing suspect. The police spokesperson stated that preliminary investigations indicated that the suspects were assisting police officers in an operation to arrest the receiver of stolen goods and recover operational vehicles used by the criminal gang. In addition, he has ordered disciplinary action against officers found culpable of negligence in the incident. The Borono Elders Forum has called on the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and other non-governmental organizations to leave Borono State and the Northeast region following allegations of misuse of foreign aid. The forum's secretary, Dr. Bulama Male, urged the Nigerian government to allow U.S. President Donald Trump to proceed with his investigation into claims made by U.S. Congressman Scott Perry. His remarks followed recent allegations by Congressman Perry that USAID funds may have been used to support terrorist groups, including Boko Haram. The call by the Borono Elders Forum adds to growing skepticism in Nigeria over the role of international and aid agencies in the region. The U.S. government had earlier announced a 90-day suspension of all foreign aid as part of a review of assistance programs worldwide. While NGOs have played a crucial role in humanitarian relief efforts for communities affected by insurgency, some local leaders have accused them of operating with hidden agendas. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government has yet to respond to the forum's demand officially. If you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Clearview News Desk. We'll be back after this break. Stay with us.
No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel. This is therefore a call to individuals, organizations, embassies, political office holders, and more to inform the world about their activities and achievements through documentaries. Here at Clearview, we parade the masters in the business of producing world-class documentaries. Show your stuff to the world by first contacting us through telephone number 0704-244-1177 or email us at clearviewnewsroom@gmail.com. Watch Clearview News at 7 p.m. daily, Monday to Friday on MITV, channel 255, DSTV, and on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Clearview News Desk. We clear the view, one time and for all time.
Welcome back. The wife of a murdered South African police officer has been arrested for allegedly hiring the hitman that killed him. According to reports, Constable Benel Sighosana, a Metropolitan Police Department officer, was fatally shot on February 7, 2025, and his service pistol taken away by the killers while opening his truck shop. Authorities later arrested a man identified at the Aqua Tama Hostel who confessed to carrying out the killing. Acting EMPD Chief of Police Julius Makazi says the hitman admitted to being paid by Sighosana's wife, with the final payment allegedly made shortly after the murder. The police chief said that one more suspect remains at large, but police reports an arrest is imminent. Investigators further revealed that this was not the first attempt on Sighosana's life, adding that his wife had allegedly tried to poison him a week before the murder. It was gathered that Sighosana was on sick leave recovering from the suspected poisoning when he was shot dead. Meanwhile, his wife was taken into custody while preparing for his funeral. And that's the news. But before we go, a recap of the top stories. The wife of a murdered South African police officer has been arrested for allegedly hiring the hitman that killed him. Operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, have reportedly seized a cache of pump-action rifles in the office of the Chief Security Officer to the ousted Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa. We also told you that two suspects linked to the murder of the late member representing Onitsha 1 constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Justice Asuka, have reportedly escaped from police custody. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News, or via handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Imifono Kun.